Oh, they've put out an APB on the Peacocks and are setting up a roadblock over a 30-mile radius. In time, we'll catch them.
I think Tom already caught them, Scully.
Refusing an assignment, it makes it sound like you're my superior.
Do what you want. Don't go to Philadelphia. But let me remind you that I worked my ass off to get these files reopened. You were just assigned. This work is my life.
And it's become mine.
You don't want it to be?
This isn't about you. Well, maybe it is indirectly. I don't know. I feel like I've lost sight of myself, Mulder.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, okay. They spelled my name wrong. It's Van Blunt with a silent H. B-L-U-N-D-H-T.
Oh, we'll get right on that.
Lots of people spell it wrong. It's like Dutch or something. Can I go now?
No.
There's not one wristwatch on any of those bagged bodies. All the wristwatches have been stolen.
Are you accusing these men of covering evidence?
These men? No. These men are trained to identify moving parts, hydraulics, electronics. They're trained to reconstruct those parts in the past and arrive at the present. But they can't do that because somebody has stolen the past from them. 9 minutes of it. 9 minutes that became a lifetime for those passengers and now for their families. Someone has got to figure out what happened in those 9 minutes. Somehow we've got to get that back.
I think that you appreciate that there are extraordinary men and women and extraordinary moments when history leaps forward on the backs of these individuals. And that while we commemorate the greatness of these events and the individuals who achieve them, we cannot forget the sacrifice of those who make these achievements and leaps possible.
Excuse me. Could you help me find my dog? He's a Norwegian elk hound. His name is Heinrich. I use him to hunt moose.
I want to do that too.
All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Come on.
I saw what I saw. I have to make a statement in there. I'm not going to tell them it didn't happen.
Well, you heard Kirsch. They don't want the truth. You give them the truth and they'll hang you with it.
They can hang me with a lie, too. I'm not going to sell Mulder out.
What good are you to Mulder if you give them the power to ruin your career? But there's something that you're going to be surprised to find out. She was first abducted in 1973 on the night of November 27th.
It's the same night as my sister.
He was the doctor that was found amongst the burn victims, clinging to life beside Cassandra Spender. He died the next day in the hospital, before he was questioned.
The project is still going on.
For truly to pursue monsters, we must understand them. We must venture into their minds. Only in doing so do we risk letting them venture into ours. You're so consumed by your personal vengeance against life, whether it be its inherent cruelties or its mysteries, that everything takes on a warped significance to fit your megalomaniacal cosmology.
Scully, are you coming on to me?
It's just the truth or a white whale. What difference does it make? I mean, both obsessions are impossible to capture, and trying to do so will only leave you dead along with everyone else you bring with you.
I want to believe we are unaware of God's eternal recompense and sadness, that we cannot see his truth, that that which is born still lives and cannot be buried in the cold earth, but only waits to be born again at God's behest, where in ancient starlight we lay.
One deaf woman survives unscathed while everything else around her dies. Why?
Wait, what are you doing?
Pathology of this thing. It affects the inner ear. And this area right here is ground zero. What if what we're looking for is some kind of a sound?
Half a dozen witnesses placed her across town at the exact time of the kidnapping.
I'm well aware of the facts.
Well, trust me on this, she's not working with Wade.
How'd she get the blood on her?
She may have bled it.
She bled Amy Jacobs' blood.
Yeah.
Produce 10% more milk. Feed it to beef cattle, and more meat on the hoof. Change the business. Changed a whole lot of things.
How do you mean?
Well, that fracas in town this afternoon, 10, even 5 years ago, never would have happened. People around here have changed, gotten mean, spiteful, dog-eat-dog.
A horned demon who sucks the souls of the innocent. Mulder, you're not suggesting that he is himself a devil, are you?
I'm not suggesting anything. I think the facts speak for themselves.
Mulder, I will accept that a man can be demonic, that he may have demon-like attributes. But why would a demon, if there were such a thing, bother with a 9-to-5 make room for daddy routine just so he can off his wife an unborn child?
I don't know why. I'm not a psychologist.
Why don't you just drop your cynicism and your paranoia and your defeat? You know, just because it's positive and good doesn't make it silly or trite. Why is it so much easier for you to run around trying to get even than just expressing to her how you feel? I expect more from you. Dana expects more. Even if it doesn't bring her back, at least she'll know. And so will you.
Afraid to cut into it. Scully, you're not saying that it's alive, are you?
No, I am certainly not saying that at all.
But has it crossed your mind that it's not quite dead either?
What do you mean?
I'm standing here in Leonard Betts' apartment. Whoever we saw in those video grabs, his clothes are strewn all over the floor. He made himself at home. Maybe he was home.
Leonard Betts,
Yeah.
without his head.
Yeah?
Very territorial. I don't know, forget it.
Of course I was. In our investigations, you may not always agree with me, but at least you respect the journey. And if you want to continue working with them, I won't hold it against you.
I don't know. You must have something more than your polygraph interpretation to back up this bizarre theory, and I have to see what it is.